The priority of modern technology in the classroom, if it is served well by thoughtful use, is to create an integrated student-centered learning and curriculum and help learners become critical thinkers and good problem solvers, and provide collaborative contexts and develop authentic assessments, and after all develop the learning skills. There is a widespread agreement that our students must be prepared to meet the challenge of technology in tomorrow's workplace and society, and that school will become a wired community for teaching and learning. After Her Highness Sheikha Aboud bint Rashid Al Mualla great donation to our school, we started searching for special, proper and up-to-date program software that suits this English laboratory and meets our students' expectations. And we finally could get it. Put your headset on. It is a lab of 30 computer sets that are supplied with XCLASS and DLL software program, the professional version. It is the main software that operates the lab. It has a computer-based training, language learning, extracurricular activities, self-learning, and group teaching, assessment and survey. Here the tests allow teachers to offer tests on demand at a time convenient to the students and can provide immediate diagnostic feedback to them, thereby helping them to take responsibility of their own learning. All the effective classroom arrangement management features are found in this software program.
It is interesting. This gives me my result as soon as I finish the test. I can see my mistake and the teacher can give the test several times.
We get some support from some websites directly, and as Australian Network or BBC World Service or National Geographic Education, or from other international educational centers as National Geographic, Digital Media, or other individual selective programs. In our CD library we have miscellaneous courses that are used as resources as pod English series or games programs, and learning through other different and attractive activities for grammar or vocabulary skills. The other learning and teaching resources are the encyclopedias as Encarta and Britannica, and other learning software programs for linguistics and research, and others for the electronic library that is being established in this laboratory.
Teaching with technology in our schools is highly required nowadays due to the fast growing of multimedia, and it's our role as parents and teachers to encourage our students to use technology while learning. Nevertheless, I guess there would be some barriers in using technology process in our schools due to the lack of funding or a lack of computer skills among a few teachers. As a teacher of English, I would certainly encourage my students to use technology wherever and whenever they like, as it is the goal of self-learning and independent learning, which is the goal of our schools.
Independent learning is a very, very important subject and it's especially important now with the changes in technology. First of all, we need to think about what we mean by independent learning. Independent learning doesn't just mean sitting on your own, staring at a book, wondering what you're going to do next. Independent learning means lifelong learning. It means taking responsibility for your learning. It means being a person who asks questions, who thinks about the material and questions it and talks about it. And it has nothing to do really with being on your own. Now, what's the place of technology with independent learning? Technology is extremely important because nowadays with the internet, with videos, with DVDs and so on, we have access to huge amounts of information. And it's up to the learner to make the best use of that information possible. Unless the learner has got some good independent learning skills, note-taking, critical thinking skills, those sorts of things, he's not going to be able to manage to make any sense of the information. So it's critically important that students learn how to manage the information that's coming to them. Now, in the past, the teacher was the one who just gave the information and the students simply wrote it down. But what we need to do now is to have a more challenging model. We need to have a model whereby the students look at the material, they think about it, they question it, they work with it, they come up with their own ideas and they develop it. That is critical, that is really at the heart of independent learning and technology. And in the UAE we're very fortunate, we've got lots of the technological hardware in place. Independent language laboratories are springing up, and there is great potential for students to make huge progress when it comes to developing their learning and critical thinking skills.
Technology has improved the use of these technologies in education process. There are an abundance of commercially development of technological items and processes, so we should develop and use these things interactively. That means we should let students learn more than to listen and watch, and to interact with these equipments effectively.
The electronic portfolio can be a valuable teaching tool in that it provides us a collection of student work over time, enabling us to assess and evaluate academic performance, creativity, and display individual pieces of work, all the while providing for ease of transportability and storage.